Hello, my dear friend. Thanks for being here. Have you ever felt a deep sense of something guiding you, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it? Maybe it's a quiet whisper inside you that pulls you towards certain paths, choices, and people. For some, hearing this inner voice comes naturally, like second nature. It helps you make decisions quickly, and you feel in sync with it. But for others, the inner voice can feel distant, almost as if it's silenced. God talks to His chosen ones through their inner voice. This voice serves as your compass in life. It's not just guiding you toward personal decisions, but leading you toward a deeper, more profound purpose. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to reconnect with that inner guidance, how to listen deeply to what it's trying to tell you, and why it's essential to the journey you're on. So, stay with me, and together, let's tune into the wisdom that's always been within. Why your inner voice was silenced. Many of us start life with a clear, vibrant connection to our inner voice. It's like a built-in guide that is always there to help us make decisions, navigate challenges, and understand our own desires and needs. We are born with this intrinsic sense of knowing that guides us, protects us, and helps us navigate our lives with a natural ease. However, somewhere along the way, this inner voice can become increasingly quiet and less discernible. This often happens because we've been conditioned to prioritize the external world over our internal guidance. As chosen ones, you might have experienced this conflict with even greater intensity. From a young age, you may have been subjected to external expectations and norms, told how to think, how to act, and what paths to follow by those around you. Whether it was your family, friends, or societal influences, their voices and opinions began to overshadow your own inner voice. Over time, this led to a situation where your natural guidance was relegated to the background. The result of this can be significant. You may find yourself in situations where you are unsure of what you truly want or feel disconnected from your authentic self. For chosen ones, this disconnection is particularly challenging because your inner voice is a crucial element of your path and purpose. But here's the good news. No matter how faint it may have become, your inner voice is still there, patiently waiting for you to reconnect with it. Recognizing your inner voice. Your inner voice communicates with you in a variety of subtle and nuanced ways, through physical sensations, emotional responses, and recurring thoughts. It doesn't always manifest as a clear, articulated sentence or a loud directive. More often, it feels like a gentle nudge, a sense of knowing, or a persistent thought that you can't quite shake off. The key to hearing it more clearly is to cultivate a deeper awareness of your internal state. For chosen ones, developing this skill is crucial. Your inner guidance will help you navigate important decisions, avoid missteps, and align with your higher purpose. Recognizing your inner voice starts with being present and attuned to your body. Often, your body will provide the first clues about your inner state. Are there areas of tension, tightness, or discomfort? By observing these physical sensations without judgment, you begin the process of connecting with your inner voice. For many of you, this practice may feel familiar, even if it has been a while since you last engaged with it. You may have had a natural connection to these bodily signals in the past, but over time, you learn to disregard them. Now is the time to rebuild that connection and trust in your inner guidance. Once you've started paying attention to these sensations, give them more definition. Ask yourself, if this feeling were a color, what would it be? If it were a texture, how would it feel? Is it still, or does it move? What shape does it take? These questions help your mind engage with these sensations in a way that makes them more understandable and actionable. Why you can't ignore it. Ignoring your inner voice comes with significant consequences. When you choose to suppress or overlook it, your body will often start signaling in other ways. You may experience persistent stress, fatigue, or anxiety. These are all signs indicating that you're not in alignment with your true self. For chosen ones, neglecting this inner voice can be even more disruptive because it's closely tied to your unique path and purpose. The universe has a way of reflecting your internal state through your external experiences. If you consistently ignore your gut feelings or instincts, you might notice that life becomes increasingly challenging. Obstacles arise, situations become more difficult, or things simply don't seem to work out as they should. This is because the universe is trying to realign you with your inner truth. It's also important to note that your inner voice may not always be entirely clear or undistorted. It can be influenced by your fears, doubts, and the beliefs you've accumulated from external sources. However, even in its imperfections, it reflects what is real for you in that moment. For chosen ones, understanding both the light and shadow aspects of this voice is crucial. They reveal areas where you need to grow, heal, and evolve. How to hear it more clearly. To hear your inner voice more clearly, start by creating space away from external distractions. This means stepping back from the noise, demands, and expectations of the outside world. Imagine your skin separating two realms, the external world and your internal universe. Focus all your attention on this internal space. Begin by observing your physical sensations. These sensations are often the primary language of your inner voice. You may have felt a natural affinity for your body's signals before, but learned to dismiss them over time. Now, it's time to re-establish that connection and trust. Once you've engaged with your body's sensations, start asking your inner voice questions. What does this feeling represent? Why is it present now? What does it need from you? And most importantly, what is it trying to tell you? You don't need to force the answers. They might come as sudden insights, feelings of knowing, or even vivid images in your mind. Trust that these responses are your inner voice communicating with you. Deepening your relationship with your inner self. Building a strong connection with your inner voice takes time and patience. If you've ignored it for a while, it might be cautious about fully opening up to you again. Think of this process like nurturing a relationship. If someone had repeatedly ignored your thoughts and feelings, you'd likely be hesitant to fully trust them again. Your inner voice needs to see that you're genuinely committed to listening and understanding it. For chosen ones, this commitment is especially important because your inner guidance is a critical aspect of fulfilling your unique purpose. If you've neglected this voice for years, it may test your dedication before fully revealing its guidance. Be patient with yourself as you rebuild this connection. Keep returning to that internal space, even if you don't immediately hear anything. Over time, your inner voice will begin to trust you again, and the guidance it offers will become clearer and more reliable. Why it's worth it. Aligning with your inner voice has transformative effects on your life. For chosen ones, it's the key to unlocking your full potential and realizing your destiny. When you listen to your inner voice, you stop wasting time and energy on paths that aren't meant for you. Instead, you start to attract opportunities, people, and experiences that resonate with your true self. You'll experience a profound sense of peace and clarity. Decisions that once seemed overwhelming will now feel natural and intuitive. You'll develop a keen sense of when to say yes and when to say no, without second-guessing yourself. Most importantly, you'll feel a deep connection to the purpose and mission you were destined for. Of course, this doesn't mean that life will always be smooth or free of challenges. But when you're aligned with your inner voice, you'll approach these challenges with confidence and resilience, understanding that each experience is an integral part of your journey. Remember, your inner voice is always present, waiting for you to listen. The more you honor and trust it, the stronger and clearer the connection will become. Take the time to slow down, tune in, and trust the inner guidance. It's been with you all along, ready to help you navigate your life's journey. Thank you for taking this journey with me. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.